episode 407. Thank you all for listening to episode 406. Worst booking decision ever. I am Gray Lamarck, here with my co-host,
Mr. Dub. Oh, just kidding. I'm Bear. I was going to go opposite.
I am Mr. Bear.
There we go. There we go.
And I am Cody Bryant. Thanks to Wes
Cody
Anderson.
Bryant is Parrot, who flew away and now is not on the episode.
And Parrot is Stat Guy, the guy that used to live in the garage.
Still might.
He still might.
I'm being a stat guy.
He was. Stat Parrot sat in the corner, gave us stats, kind of.
He was the worst
drunk.
stat person in history.
Yes, he was. We're like, Stat Guy, where he's supposed to tell us what we were wrong about. You never told us when we were wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only stat that he was taking was how many beers he was drinking.
Or that time he had too much Lady Bly. Remember that? Oh, fucking Jeffrey. Thanks for being a dad.
Throw up all your shit.
Threw up on my pillows. No, I didn't. Dude, look. Oh, fuck. My bad. Damn Parrot. He's cut back, though. I give him credit. Cut back on the drinking.
Yeah, well, he's a businessman now, so.
He's doing that work. He just got home today. He worked Morgan Wallen on Saturday and Greta Van Fleet last night. Made some good money. He's going with me. Few things. It's Tuesday, July 26th, but this comes out July 28th. So when you're listening to this, last night I should have had the time of my life at the Rage Against the Machine concert, seeing the number one band on my bucket list. Well, number two, but number one that's realistic because Zeppelin will never play again. So number one on the bucket list, Rage Against the Machine. Hopefully it was a great concert last night, and tomorrow I'll be back in Cleveland for Elton John. We got to work Elton John. We got
They haven't canceled yet?
No, they're not going to cancel.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Don't say that shit.
Till Morello gets COVID.
Oh, tomorrow. You're talking about tomorrow.
Oh,
well,
yeah. I'm talking
last
about
night.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, Morello, let's speak of that real quick before we get into shit. Morello got speared by a security guard because he mistook the guy that ran on stage and Tom Morello, and he speared Tom Morello.
Security is just god awful.
So hopefully Morello doesn't get COVID. I'll be pissed. And then it'll get pushed back again. And I will be angry. I will Hulk out. And I swear to God, if Bear called it next week, I'm going to bitch. Watch me.
I won't show up next week.
Be like, son of a bitch. Yeah, on Zoom, because I can't do anything. Like, you son of a bitch, I just show up at your house for that fucking episode. All right, I'm recording here.
It'll be a good time. I might have AC by then, so it'll work out.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But
It'll be cool.
So hopefully tomorrow, aka last night when you're listening, the concert went off and it was a good time. And I know it's at Rocket Mortgage, so it's at the arena where the Cavs play. And then on Saturday, I'll be at the baseball stadium because that's where Elton is playing. We got Count in Friday. I'll be there Friday and Saturday. And then in a couple weeks, go Indians. In a couple weeks, fuck the Guardians. In a couple weeks, I'm sending Shiv and a crew to Cleveland to do MGK, and that'll be at the football stadium. But remember, he's
Football
from
stadium.
He's from Cleveland.
I
It's
don't
him,
mean shit.
and Avril's opening for him. So
Avril or Avril's body double.
the body double, maybe the body
Thank you.
triple.
Do you know about that, Dub? Look it up if you got time and read about how Avril Lavigne actually died a long time ago, and she's got a body double.
It's her stunt double. You ever watch
serious.
You ever watch Star Wars?
I haven't,
You know-
I haven't heard from Avril Lavigne since like 8th grade.
You know where I heard that? From Jason.
From who?
Oh, there you
Remember Jason when he gave us questions?
Sweatpants?
Oh yeah.
Where's he at? We need questions from him again.
No, we don't work with us anymore, so
We don't want the questions anymore.
we talk like maybe every couple of weeks in chat.
If he ever has anything, just give us a list.
We talked a little bit ago about how we can still be writers now that Vince is gone. So our dream of writing for WWE is still alive.
Yes, it is. Old Trips is going to hire us.
Yeah, I told him, I said, befriend him on LinkedIn and let me know how it goes.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the Vince saga a little bit later. Should be interesting. But We got to thank some people. Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Work Clothing. Visit allworkclothing.com. Mention Over the Line Podcast. He will hook you up with that deal. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Detroit, Michigan.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve, one of the biggest financial supporters of the show. We appreciate you very much. And last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Yeah, you know what to do. You got to get to datingtransformation.com. Get that free consultation from Connell. When you mention the podcast, get that dating life of yours moving, because, you are listening to our podcast, so you don't probably have much going on for you. And in the meantime, make sure you get to amazon.com and get Connell's book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't.
All right. So we know we don't have Cody unless we get a run in this week. He said he'd be off work when I talked to him on Sunday. Thank you, by the way, Dub and Cody, for coming to the party, and Uncle Bear for the nice gift. Is because Grayson, it's still in his head that you're Uncle Bear.
Good.
He's like,
that's good.
Is Uncle Bear coming? I'm like, he's got stuff to do, man. He's like, oh, I was like, but he sent you some money. He's like, thanks, Uncle Bear.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there. I won't miss the double digits next year, though. That ain't gonna happen. So
I know we got to do something fun. Like I don't know, a lava pit.
I was about to say, you get like a blow up, one of those bouncy houses or all that crazy shit. Yeah, you could do something wild.
I almost bought one on Prime Day. I have a bouncy house that's
well,
meant for
what I meant was to get someone to do it so you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. I thought about it.
And that I could go in there too. So we need a weight limit higher than 100 pounds.
See, what I want to do is I got to get a sponsor for it, though, because I don't want to pay for it. I still want to have our first live episode, be it like Urban Air, where we do all the shit. We do the races and the go-karts. We go live. We get the headsets.
That might be our last episode ever, when we crash into each other.
And then we realize when we have a big YouTube following, we're like, oh shit, we need a YouTube channel. And we're all quitting our jobs. We're now YouTubers. We're like, we'll be those guys in their 30s and Cody, who's in his 50s, trying to do YouTube, figuring it out. Hey, man.
Don't know who's what or where. Like, how do we do this thing? Like, oh, you guys been live for the last 10 minutes? But like, oh, okay.
Yep. Well, we'll get back to this stuff. But what about the standings? What are the updated standings?
Oh, our trivia standings. We have Gray at 91, Cody at 51, myself at 56, Dub at 70, Parrot at 8, Brandon with 0, Shiv with 0, and Peapod with 4.
So Jeremy says, I got to see my first Reds game of the season on Sunday, and they ended up winning the series against the Cards. I like the way the team is playing right now after the disastrous start to the season. Tonight, we're bringing back the game. Prove it. I will give you a question, and then one of you will start by saying how many you can name. Somebody else can go higher, and so on until the two tell the person to prove it. If a person can name the amount they said, they get 5 points. If they can't, the other two get 3 points. The question is, how many of the top 10 Cincinnati Reds all-time home run leaders can you name?
Who's going to start? Me, because I have the least amount of points. I guess.
What's Dub got?
Dub's got 70. He crushed it.
Shit.
Yeah, I got 56. So I guess I will. I'm gonna say 6. I can name 6 of the top 10.
Oh fuck. I was gonna say like 4. So
right.
Dub.
Do we have to give how many we'll give, or can I just say prove it now?
Well, you can say prove it if it's not more than 6.
If you're not doing 7, then you just say prove it.
Yeah, because I'm only. Yeah, prove it.
All right. Bear says 6. Here we go. All right. Remember, you cannot be wrong.
I know. That's why I'm kind of figuring out. I'm figuring out where I want to start. And you got to remember that my old man is a Reds fan, so I do have some knowledge up there. So I guess I got to start. I mean, top 10 Reds home run leaders of all time. I mean, you got to go with the guy who has the most hits of all time. So I'll start with Pete Rose. You got to be up there. I hope.
He was not on my list.
Really?
He's got to be there.
He's got to be
He
there.
didn't hit home runs.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, 4,000.
A lot of them
He
didn't
did not hit a lot of home runs.
He'll still be like 10th.
You have 4,000 hits. You can't.
Okay. All right.
How many all-time home runs does he have?
Don't tell him to do it. That's fine. I mean, because I had like Adam Dunn, Ken Griffey Jr., Joey Votto. I got other guys, so that's interesting. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. I didn't get that he had a lot of home runs, but still.
All right. So you said, go ahead, Joey Votto.
I start with Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn would be the one I'd go with. Like you said, these are my 6 that I had in my head.
Okay.
Ken Jr. I knew I should have started with fucking Johnny Bench, but
Ooh. Oh, he wasn't. He played with.
he wasn't there that long,
and he was hurt. Yep.
Yeah, he was hurt a lot. Johnny Bench
for 9 years. So, but yeah, he was hurt.
Bench probably number 1. Yeah, I knew I started there. I got to go Votto. Votto's got to be up there. He's been with the Reds his whole career.
Yeah, he's on mine. I forgot about Adam Dunn.
I forgot about Griffey.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm surprised Griffey's 9, honestly. So I had, oh God, see, this was the one where I was gonna get kind of caught up, because I mean, Barry Larkin also didn't have a lot of home runs, but he played for the Reds his entire career. So
Yep, he was on mine too.
I got to put Barry Larkin on there.
I would have been done with because I would have said Pete Rose. So that's why.
I didn't even think of Pete Rose because he just fucking hit small.
Yeah, he was
ball.
a single and double machine. Sure.
He has over
No
4,000.
Larkin. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered. I would have lost anyways. What about Tony Perez?
So I would,
There.
Tony's got to be up there.
Okay, so got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dave Concepcion. I don't know if he had a lot of homers.
I don't even know how to spell his name.
Concepcion, CONCEP.
We'll see if Jeremy can get it from there.
That'll work.
Nope. What
Yeah,
about?
I didn't think he wouldn't have been on my list. I was just curious because now I'm just naming him the name.
I'm just gonna go Frank Robinson. Well, he was on my list.
Didn't Joe
Number 3.
Morgan play for the Reds?
Oh, Joe Morgan. I totally forgot about Joe Morgan. Yeah, he could be up there.
Oh, fucking Jay Bruce.
Oh,
Bruce.
yeah, forgot about him.
All right, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9,
And 8.
and 8. So what do we need? 6, 7, and 10? Is that right?
Yep.
6, 7, and 10. More
So
recent.
Joe,
6.
Ooh.
Yeah, would have had that. Ted Kluszewski. I don't know who that is either.
Now I've got have them give the other ones.
7. 10. George Foster.
When they got that.
you guys should know now.
Eric Chili Davis. Yeah, I don't know if I would have.
I wouldn't have thought of him.
Chili Davis played for the Reds.
Wasn't he primarily with the Orioles?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
203. Pete only had 160. So I still would have only gotten 4, so that worked out.
What about as a Philly? I want to just know how many he had as a Philly. It's 86.
Hell no. If you only had 160 as a Red, you think you had 86 as a Philly? No way.
He slowed down. He got fat. He just wanted to play long ball. Interesting. 8.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, you had one of those numbers, right?
6, 8, 86.
That was a good list.
Good list.
All right, so you guys both got 3 points.
Dub and Gray in the house.
I knew I should have started with Johnny Bench and rolled my way through the guys I knew. I would have gotten my first 4, and then I would have gotten it wrong.
For wrestling, I am sure you will get the shocking news of Vince. You will get to the shocking news of Vince McMahon retiring. Back at the King of the Ring in '94, Vinnie Mac missed the pay-per-view due to recovering from neck surgery. Which pro football player was put on commentary that night?
What's his name? Hold on, I know what it is because it was like the worst thing ever, too. Oh, I got it. Oh, wait. Maybe. All right, I think I'm ready.
All right.
I'm taking a guess here, but it's right after he retired. So
3, 2, 1, go. Tony Romo, Lawrence Taylor, Jim Donovan. Art Donovan.
Taking a point for the last name.
Oh, Art Donovan.
Art Donovan. Damn it.
You watch NFL films, you see him do like, any of those biographies or whatever. He's pretty hilarious.
Dude, if you go back and watch that 94 King of the Ring, he was so bad.
Oh, I'm sure he was, but when you get him talking football, he was hilarious.
Tell Jeremy I guess Jim Donovan, and I'm taking a point.
All right. Do you guys think we will discuss that now? All right. Do you guys think Jeremy's questions for us? So I'm going to thank him first. Thanks, Jeremy. Wheel of Fortune soon. We want to get a Wheel of Fortune. Pull back the curtain. Get some Wheel of Fortune in here for 3 people. Got to spin a wheel somehow.
Well, we'll be able to spin it out here.
Yeah, we did that before. Dub kept getting $1.
That was Price is Right. That wasn't Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, or Millionaire, whichever you guys want. When Cody is back, because we're doing teams on that.
Okay.
Millionaire. All right. So his question is, you guys think the WWE will improve or will it be the same old, same old? I'm looking forward to that discussion. Have a good one, guys. See you next week. And next week we are recording on Tuesday again.
So,
well, thank you, Jeremy, for the question.
Go ahead, Dub.
No, I was just thanking for the trivia questions.
Oh,
yeah, they were great.
No, I was going to say I want to hear your answer first, though, to Jeremy's question of will the WWE improve? Well, yeah, he asked, will it improve or stay the same old?
I think it'll improve because I think the last 10 years, I think he was going senile. I think these last 10 years, I mean, I think it's just, you're hearing all these reports now, but I mean, you can say what you guys can, everybody can say what they want to say. I think up until about 10 years ago, it was pretty good. And I think it just kind of just got a lot, I can't even find the word that I'm trying to think of, but just not boring, but just there was no the stories weren't that good. There was no stories that were. There were some good ones, obviously, and there were some decisions, that were just like, what are we doing here? Like, we all talk about the streak. That decision, I guess, was made, a couple hours before Mania even started. So they're going back, just stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's going to get better though. You got younger minds in the room now that aren't afraid to voice what they want to say.
Yep. I think I don't think Vince is getting senile. I just think his ideas were getting bland or similar. Like there were good stories, but the problem is all the good stories were with the guys at the bottom of the card or in the middle of the card. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, those sort of stories that they played on, I think, rather well. But it's going to get better, no doubt. I mean, you have new ideas. You got Trips in there. Obviously, you got Stephanie in there now. I think,
because Stephanie's co-CEO with Nick Khan, right?
Yeah, and personally, I think I could be wrong, but I think they're gonna push Heyman even more. Hopefully, give him both shows. Hopefully, and that by that I mean Raw and SmackDown, not NXT. I think that'll be a full Shawn Michaels deal eventually. Maybe get some help there. I
think it pretty much is Shawn's now.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I think Triple H is going to do it, but I don't think Triple H is going to be like Vince, where he's got involved with everything. I don't think he doesn't remind me of a guy who's going to lead that way. He's going to remind me of, I'm going to delegate this to you guys. I trust what you're going to do. Let's do it. And unless it's terrible, I'm not going to change it, unless it doesn't make any sense. And I think that's what's going to happen with, you got Michael Hayes around, and like I said, you got Bruce Pitcher, and everyone gives him shit all the time, but Bruce is still smart. And you got Heyman. And I think they're going to make Heyman like the top creative guy per se. And they're going to have Heyman will be the Vince role, right? All the creative will go through him, but he still won't have like too much power, but enough to maybe overrule some things. I think that's going to happen. But yeah, it can only get better, right? I mean, it's wrestling. You can't run out of storylines. You can recycle some, but you can't run out of it. So I think it'll get better, especially if they go back to TV 14 too. Kind of change the dynamic a little bit and get the show that's what the show should be. It's 9:00 or 8:00 on a night, right? Most other shows on TV in that primetime slot are TV 14 shows. So why wouldn't wrestling be? It's just my, if we wanted to watch it, let's just change Raw to Saturday at 10 a.m. Let the kids watch a PG show.
Well, we all know why they went that route, because obviously it brought in more fans and more money. But yes, if you're going to go TV 14, I think, again, I agree. That's what it should be. You're on at 9:00. You're on for 8:00. You're on for 3 hours. I mean, I think, but yeah, no, I agree with you.
Well, and I think that's the other problem is that they are on for 3 hours. That's the issue. It's too many. They should just go for 2 hours like SmackDown. Raw should be 9 to 11. SmackDown should be 8 to 10. NXT is what, 1 hour or 2?
I don't know.
Gray, you're watching it. How long is NXT?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So there. I like I said, I think it'll be fine. This company was always going to run without Vince. WWE is a train that's just going to keep rolling. We all knew eventually that this was going to happen. We just assumed it was going to happen when Vince stopped breathing. That's all we assumed. We didn't think it was going to happen this early while he was still here. So we all knew it was coming. So no one should be shocked by it, and I think it'll be just fine. Just fine. And I think it's a little more competitive. I think Triple H is going to, I think one of two things are going to happen. I think either it's going to get super competitive with AEW and they're going to start pushing some stuff about that because they haven't, right? They haven't said anything about AEW like they used to. I think Triple H is going to start or have them.
Because he's got friends over there.
Why? It'd be more of a competitive thing, though. Or two is that they'll team up in some way, shape, or form and make a super pay-per-view once a year, maybe. I don't know, like a Survivor Series, but for those, and you never know.
Like our top guy's not going down, your top guy's not going down, type of thing.
Yeah, it could, definitely could. So, but I think they'll be in fine hands going forward. People just need to freak out because it's a change and people hate change. So
here's a big question. Do you think that Vince sells majority stake?
No, I think he'll stay on the board. In some way, shape, or form, he'll be something with that company. I don't think he'll sell. Because if he does, I mean, I think that the person maybe, whatever it is, it'll go to Stephanie and Triple H if he did. It ain't leaving the family. Maybe Shane takes it. I don't know.
I think he's like an outcast at this point.
I don't think not with Triple H. With Vince, I think he was because of all the shit that went down.
Yep.
I don't think with Triple H. I think him and Triple H are close. So I could see him coming back in some way, shape, or form and doing something to where Triple H would know he'd be fine in said role, whatever role that would be, and not have him on, or if he just wants to be a on-screen wrestler once a year, maybe he'd let him do that. I don't know, but I bet Shane comes back around sooner than later.
Very possible. I don't know if he does or not, but it's very, very possible. I watched part of Raw last night, and they're running the gamut on some things. They got Austin Theory came out, dealt with Roman, and asked him into the ring, and then he slapped, like one of the Usos like slapped his shoulder, and then he hit him with a briefcase, and they didn't do shit. And they said, it's all right, we'll go. And then, people kept saying like, who's your daddy? Because of what Dub said. Like I went back and watched that, your daddy's gone now. And then fans kept chanting, who's your daddy? And all this shit. And then later on, he gets super kicked by the Usos when he's on the ramp after his match. And, all the fans, one more time. I'm like, so Roman's a heel, but he's like tweening. He's a tweener at this point, unless he's fighting Lesnar. Lesnar's a face, but now that we're going to get into that too. Might as well do wrestling first. Lesnar supposedly walked out. He obviously was there at SmackDown, so he came back. And when you read all the dirt sheets and everything, you hear that Vince called him and said, "Don't walk out on. You're walking out of me if you walk out on WWE." And I'm like, so that tells you that. I mean, he knew what Vince's deal was with him. Like he comes in, he's one of the top guys, and he's always going to be a top guy. You can't take it away from him. He's that good. He will always have that much, star power. And I think he must have some shit with Triple H or Stephanie where he was worried if he fucking walked out like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he didn't like it because it's always been Vince. I mean, you hear all of these guys talk about it, and Vince is like a father figure to a lot like Shawn Michaels and whatnot. I would assume the same for Brock because, I mean, think about it. He got Brock when Brock was, 21, 22? I mean, half of Brock's life, he's been with Vince. Even when he was in UFC, he was still always with Vince.
They were close, yeah.
He wasn't with Dana. He was closer to Vince. I mean,
and he said that. He's gone on record as saying that. Yeah,
I'm sure it is tough for him. And I'm not shocked at all. But I think Brock's a grown-ass man who, is going to do this and realize what happened in 2004 wasn't the right way to go. So let's go and let's do it now. So
they're also paying him twice as much.
Oh,
no. Yeah, corporate Cody. God.
You ready for corporate Cody with his katana? Right now.
Oh, you stayed so silent.
I would come back. I was just letting you finish. That's all. I mean, it all sounded so good. It all sounded so well and cheery and glass half full. I was gonna let you have it, man. I was gonna let you go. But
are you telling me that Trips is gonna take the company down and it'll never never come back?
No, I'm just going to tell you that that glass is just a glass. It's just a glass with water in it. It's not going to get any worse. It's not going to get any better because they don't have any motivation to. AEW is not competition. AEW is as much competition as Impact was and Ring of Honor was. It don't matter. They're not going to waste any time remotely acknowledging, like, that's why they don't acknowledge Ring of Honor or AEW. What's the point? Yeah, you really want me to acknowledge the company that's putting Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston in their main event on their main show?
In a barbed wire death match?
Yeah, blowing spots in a barbed wire death match where 50-year-old Chris Jericho is on camera blading himself.
Yeah,
And
it was very clear that he played it himself.
like, not only did they switch cameras once, but they switched cameras twice, and they still couldn't, not shoot him blading himself.
Taking the
So,
blade out of his glove and then putting it
yeah,
up to his head.
right. Do you really want to acknowledge, like, okay, so do you really want to acknowledge that, 40-year-old cousin that can't get right, that lives in the basement of your aunt and uncle's house, that swears to God he's got his shit together because he's got a full-time job now? Like, they're not gonna waste any time acknowledging AEW, dude. They're not any competition. They probably laugh at them for one. I mean, think about it. The only show they could beat
All right,
was
that was dope.
NXT that they brought from from the network onto USA TV on an off night where nobody watches wrestling, or at least nobody watches WWE wrestling.
So hold up real quick.
I was
So
gonna say, just go
hold on.
ahead, go ahead.
I'm watching NXT. I just want to mention this. So you know who Giovanni Vinci is?
No,
Or
I think
Chase
it's
U?
I know it's somebody they recycled though.
Yeah, no, he's looking pretty good. So Chase U went to like dive, over Vinci to kind of do a sunset flip, and he went to dive to him. Vinci caught him in the air in a suplex position and fucking suplexed him. Now, first off, that takes a lot of strength. And he just caught him right there, held him, and obviously Chase got his hand in place at the right time. But I was like, shit, I haven't seen that. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I want to say that Vinci dude is like one of I can't remember. I think he was with Gunther. I think he's the other guy from Imperium. I think. I could be wrong though.
Fabian Ackner.
I think. Yeah.
Used to be an Imperium, yes.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
but no, I
he
would say
he caught him for that suplex. That was dope. Like he went
yeah.
to do the sunflip flip, caught him, and fucking
Mhm.
suplexed him.
Yeah. See.
So
I would
you
say
don't think it's going to be better
yeah.
with Triple H?
Whatever you were asking me when you asked Bear. Yeah, no, it's not going to be any. The only difference are the matches are going to be better. You'll probably get the same amount of rematches, but the matches are going to be better. That's about the only difference. Like, the only difference, Raw and SmackDown are going to be watchable. And the McMahon that wasn't the problem, hell, Vince Jr. is still there. So
Hornswoggle?
yeah, I'm talking Stephanie. Why do you think Shane ain't around? Stephanie has always been Vince Jr.
Oh yeah.
True.
So she's still there. She's not gonna differ. She's not gonna differentiate too much more than what Vince's vision was. And Bruce Pritchard is still there. Kevin Dunn's still there. So we're still stuck with that nonsense. I think if anything, the biggest change, AEW is going to get worse, to be honest, because all those guys that left because of getting called up to the main roster and, having their characters look like crap or ended up with dumb characters because of Vince, they might come back now. So they might come back to WWE. And so now we're gonna get um we're gonna get all the rematches and the matches that we probably wanted to see. And if it was a rematch, we'll probably get better versions of said matches. So I mean, we can't forget what Triple H did with NXT while it was on the network. And what did he really do? He did what Vince did. Signed a bunch of signed everybody's favorite wrestlers from outside of the company and was able to put them in matches together.
And they were,
And then
but they
and
were
then put them
better
in
on NXT than they were when
right,
they went to the main show. Like
right, but
Nakamura is a perfect example of somebody that got ruined when they went to the main.
yeah,
He
right,
should have not
but
lost. What was that? WrestleMania 34
right,
when he should
but
have went over and he lost.
yeah, but Vince was on the main roster. You know, when you don't have any control over the main roster, when Vince has the final say, what are you gonna do? What are you supposed to do? So I mean, yeah, we're gonna get that's about it. We're gonna get better characters of people. They'll be able to actually, they're gonna be able to actually wrestle. But then, how are we even gonna be able to watch it? Because you got Kevin Dunn and the 85 camera angles that he does on different punches or and kicks and every time a wrestler moves. So
So do you think though that it would get better if they do, if because it's basically Stephanie and Triple H at this point. Nick Khan on the business side, we know he's not on the wrestling side, but Stephanie and Triple H. Do you think if they pull in Paul Heyman, which there's a lot of talk of that, into the wrestling side of it, that it could be better?
only if they get Heyman. If they get Heyman to actually come back to creative, which I think is going to take a lot. I think Bruce Pritchard is going to have to be gone, and I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunn's going to have to be gone for them to actually make it work. But I think if it's just Stephanie, Heyman, and Triple H, AEW is going out of business because Paul Heyman can come up with the stories that remotely make sense. You'll have Paul Heyman with stories that'll remotely make sense and characters, and you'll have Triple H with matches that actually make sense without, a bunch of simple stuff. You'll be able to get that pro wrestling. You'll be able to get it all at once. Get it all in one without stupid shit. Like now if you watch WWE, you get a lot of sports entertainment with not much on pro wrestling. With Triple H there, you're going to get the sports entertainment and pro wrestling all in your match. And then Heyman's going to have the story to get them in the ring to where it all makes sense and everybody's going to be able to come together to where you'll be able to actually have Money in a Bank fill a football stadium.
Right. And they do have in here, they're talking about how Stephanie and Paul get along really well. It's not like it was, years ago. Um, and I can agree with this like wholeheartedly, this sentence. The more Heyman input on the WWE product, the better. While he does have some questionable impulses, please know more of whatever that Mike Maria Kanellis storyline was. He's a wrestling savant who may still be the best talent evaluator in the business.
Yeah, I mean everybody got a stinker.
Yeah,
I
of
mean
course.
nobody bats 1,000, but Paul Heyman's got more hits than he does duds.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, hell, Paul Heyman was good enough for Vince to give him money to keep ECW afloat. So, like Vince wasn't doing that for nobody else.
Let's see if Triple H and Stephanie actually listen to the people who want Heyman to help with
Yeah.
creative.
Oh, I think they will now. Oh, they definitely now. They ain't stupid. Stephanie's not stupid.
No,
I mean, she was young and dumb then, but she ain't stupid now.
it'll be
So
interesting.
yeah, because that company, dude, they'll never sell it. It's never gonna get sold. Um,
Yeah, because Vince owns what, like 40%? He's majority owner.
yeah, but that's also his legacy though. Like that's the family business.
Yeah, she'll
And no
never get rid of it
matter,
because of that.
right. And no matter how bad it gets, they're like the Lakers. Like, no matter how bad it gets, it's family business. Like, it's never going to get sold. Nobody else is going to own that team, or the Giants, or, the Steelers, or hell, even the Cowboys for that matter, like, it's the family business, and it's going to stay in the family, pretty much until the end of time. So,
By the way, Alundra Blaze was on NXT tonight. Oh, and she was on NWA Power at the same night, same time. Crazy.
little
She
Rick
throw any
Rude
belts in
action,
the trash?
right?
Yeah. The NXT Tag Team Women's Championship. But yeah, no, that's it's something that we wanted to discuss, and I know a few things with wrestling this weekend. I mean, we had this big discussion about Claudio winning the Ring of Honor title. Good for him, but as good point that it's not even the NXT title, but he never won that either. He didn't win shit in WWE.
He still didn't win shit.
Yeah, he won.
He
He won
probably
the
would have
US
rather
title,
won shit.
right? I mean, it's about the same, ain't it? At this point,
I could take a dump, put it in your hand, and be like, "Hey, look, you just won the ROH title. Congratulations!"
yeah, right. Like, I
You
drank
wouldn't
a
want
bottle of
you wouldn't
water.
want to be Ring of Honor champ?
Hell
No.
no. What's it gonna get me?
$100.
I say, what does Ring of Honor champion get you? A 5 for 5 or
And
4
a
for
40.
4?
That don't even get you a look on LinkedIn.
All right. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, I'm Ring of Honor champion. Yeah, and I just saved $10 on my car insurance.
What about
By not watching Ring of Honor?
Right.
what about Gresham leaving?
It don't matter. Like, I don't know where he's gonna go. I mean, he'll probably go to Impact, but that's about it.
But it's showing what we said, that eventually guys are gonna leave.
Yeah, guys are gonna leave because Tony Khan books for the internet and the Young Bucks. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, like, basically, if Tony Khan actually wanted to be, or and Dave Meltzer too, those are the three entities that he books for. And
You forgot about Brian Alvarez.
oh yeah. Well, I
think
figured
he books more for Alvarez than he does for Davey.
Yeah, he got Davey. He got Davey on lock. He ain't going nowhere. So, I mean, until Tony Khan actually books his wrestling company like a wrestling company instead of, the same shit we used to do with our wrestling figures back in the day when we were kids, yeah, AEW ain't gonna make it. I mean, it's funny because his daddy owns a failing football franchise, and look at that, like father, like son, a failing wrestling franchise.
Yep.
Couple big name talents just to get you to tune in to watch them fail.
Just like WCW, it's like literally the same exact.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess the old WCW.
Sorry, except for the fact that WCW, was actually good there for 2 years.
Yeah, they were good, and then they got sold. They got caught in the middle.
That is true. The whole Time Warner, AOL merge, all that.
Yeah,
kind of was it.
Yeah.
They
But
started
it was
Vince Russo book shit. So
right, that too. I mean, it was also mismanaged from the very beginning. They were losing like so much money, like, which I didn't know, which I found out. I gotta read that Nitro book. But what I found out, when WCW got sold, I don't know if you guys watched that Goldberg biography. Goldberg's contract was actually through Turner and not WCW, which is why they were able to pay him what they paid him before they went out of business, and which is why his contract was still valid. So a lot of the big name main event guys, their contracts were through Turner Sports and not through WCW.
which is why they got to sit back with their feet kicked up and get them checks.
Yep.
So
So, yeah, a little interesting egg of knowledge I had seen.
So before we get into the SummerSlam picks, what is going to happen in Ric Flair's last match?
They're gonna carry him out with a
He's gonna-
defibrillator attached to him, and then
one of two things. One of two things is gonna happen. He's gonna beat Jay Lethal in the middle of the ring, or he's gonna die.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the wrestler. Do you think it'll fade to black when he goes up and
That'll be it.
Mickey Rourke style? Done.
Yeah.
I
hope
don't
they
know.
change
I
it to,
think
like,
Jarrett's gonna do the favor for him. I do.
he's gonna have to. I mean, if he don't, then Tony Khan is an even bigger moron than I thought. Well, I guess it don't matter. Jay Lethal's only on YouTube anyway.
That's
Yeah, so it don't matter if he loses or not.
You mean he's not on Dark?
That's the only place you can find him on there. Dark is on YouTube. That's where they put him. They put all the Darkies on Dark.
Is Keith Lee on Dark yet?
He will be soon. They had to get, since the tag titles were on the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks are always on TV, they had to switch them. But next thing you know, give it a week, 2 weeks, the tag team titles be defended on Dark too. I mean, they already hiding all the black people on Rampage.
But it's such a good show.
Yeah, it's so good that nobody, all the 300 people watch it.
They get, 600,000 maybe.
Which I think that's what NXT gets. if not
NXT
more.
gets about 600,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah. Freaking Tony Khan, what an idiot, dude. Oh my god. If I couldn't have him.
The
I
longest
couldn't have him as my son.
tenured CEO.
Yeah, which
fucking
ain't saying
idiot.
much.
Yeah.
Which is still untrue.
Yeah,
Which is still a lie because whoever's running Impact
I was about to
CEO,
say, I'm sure whoever CEO Impact is.
right?
Here you go. Their 10-week average viewership on AEW is 418,000.
Ooh.
For Rampage.
Yep.
Yeah. See.
Ugh.
Yeah. So they just giving it away. Like,
Yep. And then NXT ratings, they're averaging they're over 500,000. I can tell you that.
oh, so they're not even beating NXT now, huh?
Nope. So NXT competes with Rampage, beats it every week. 588, 582, 593, 570, 673, 612, 675.
Yeah. It's funny how we don't hear about Rampage anymore.
Never.
Which is funny how we don't hear about Dynamite anymore either.
Well, it's because they get preempted by the Padres and Dodgers. 94 of 157,000 games in the MLB. So
right, and reruns of Bones. And then I think Godzilla was on one night. They got preempted. Or what? Godzilla versus King Kong. My bad.
That's
my
right.
bad.
Yeah,
I get it right.
The new one.
Right.
The new one.
Right. I apologize to all my movie buffs out there. Like freaking Dynamite. Yeah,
So
that's exactly what I want to see. Jericho cut himself in the head.
So right now in NXT, Bruce and Sean are HBK are the head of creative for WWE 2.0 or NXT 2.0, I should say.
Oh, that's what Bruce is?
Yeah, Bruce and Sean.
Huh. Well, that's where Bruce is gonna go. Bruce is about to get demoted.
That would be the perfect
remember,
spot for him.
Bruce is head of talent relations now. Triple H is head of creative. So
Yeah.
Bruce is now Johnny Laurinaitis. So that's probably the best for. He's probably thrilled with that. Like, I don't want anything to do with this shit anymore. I know he'll never mention on the show now. Years from now he might, but it's
You got to think. Yeah, I mean, that's that's a tough job, but JR did that and announced.
Yeah.
Right.
Bruce ain't announcing. So he just
Bruce is doing NXT creative
right.
and this, NXT one night a week, and he can be talent relations. And I think it's a good fit. It's probably good. Nobody liked Johnny Ace, but he also had to be the Vince's puppet.
He was the fluffer.
Oh yeah.
So how would that sound if Bear, aka Vince, were to go in and want to fire, I don't know, let's pick somebody, I don't care, fire whoever you want, Bear McMahon, and then what's Johnny got to say to the talent relations? I got to hear that.
Well, first of all, Vince is gone, so
this is the last one we're gonna know.
It's nice, easy, cool, Vince. I don't need to fire these motherfuckers because I retired. I'm gonna go and fuck Joy Giovanni, ever living brains out on my yacht the rest of my life till I have a heart attack and die. Johnny, I need you to come with me because I can't pop my own Blue Chew anymore.
Oh, sure thing, Vince. And even if you might go to a retirement home because you're down in Florida, you'll still have the best chest of anybody down there. And speaking of chest, I just got the new Sears lingerie catalog. I'm sure we can find you some new girls in that. Maybe even Victoria's Secret. I don't know. I mean, we did have Victoria for a while, but I don't think she was all that cute. I mean, not as cute as you and your pecs, especially as your biceps, Vince. You need the oil?
Hey Johnny, what do you think about your stepdaughters, the Bella twins?
Oh man, I tell you what, I'm glad they're my stepdaughters, because there were sure a lot of sticky pages when I had to recruit them. There's a whole lot of
problems.
We had a whole lot of twin magic, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh man.
Bryan, what? That Daniel Bryan, he can't do anything with me. I'm Johnny Ace. I got the Ace Crusher. I'll crush his little pea-sized head. He'll never walk again. I mean, the last time, I was just playing around, and I gave him a noogie. He couldn't sit in a lighted room for a week. He's a pansy. Freaking vegan. He can't do anything with me. I eat protein. I mean, look at me. He can't do anything with me. I used to ride a skateboard to the ring. And what does he do? Jump around throwing his arms in the air? I could do that. I wrestled Ricky Steamboat in a cage. I gave Steve Austin the stunner. I'm a legend in this business. Without me, there's no them. And without them, there's no DB. I mean, I should be in the Hall of Fame. Why am I in the Hall of Fame? I've got more talent than Jim Ross ever attracted. I mean, look at all those divas. Look at all the money we paid out before and after they wrestled. I mean, come on. What are they going to do? This is easily the best promo I've ever cut. They should put me in the Hall of Fame. Easily.
Only at Over the Line will you get a promo from Johnny Ace.
I mean, seriously. I mean, that Steve Austin, he's a bum. What did he ever do in this business? All he did, only women he was putting his hands on, he beat them up. He put Deborah in a headlock. If it wasn't for me, looking through the lingerie catalog, we wouldn't even have had Deborah. I can't remember if I was there or not, but damn, did you see how Deborah looked in lingerie? That could have been from nobody but me. Where do you think you got all those bra and panty matches from? You got nobody to thank but me, Johnny Ace. HLA, Johnny Ace. The Miller Lite Girls, Johnny Ace. Where do you think we got the idea for 3-minute warning? If it weren't for me knocking on the door, then Vince would have paid out $24 million instead of 14.
Oh man.
I'm a Hall of Famer, damn it. Put me in the Hall.
Thanks.
Come on.
Thanks. Thanks, Johnny.
I mean, I should be in the Hall of Fame. I'll be in there one day. I mean, look at my resume. You guys know it. I mean, why do you think I lasted in Japan that long? The promoter's wife had a thing for me. So come on, man. I'm a legend not only in Japan, but in the States too. I'm a bigger legend than Hogan.
Well, you're, in my opinion, Johnny, you're the third best Laurinaitis.
I mean, probably, well, I guess we could say third. I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess I'll go with three. I'll take three. I mean, I'm a strong two. Say my nephew, he was a bum at football. I mean, come on. He couldn't
Not,
really tackle for shit. I mean, if he could take him down like I was taking him down, he'd be a Hall of Famer too. Johnny Ace. But you know, who's counting?
Pour you a glass of wine there, Johnny. Grab a glass of Chardonnay in Napa Valley.
Chardonnay? I once recruited a girl named Chardonnay. You should have seen how she looked in lingerie. I tell you, that's how I sold her to Vince. Chardonnay in lingerie.
well, thanks, Johnny. We got to continue with our show. We haven't even got to sports yet.
Oh, all right, that's good. That's fine. I gotta run up to the drugstore and get some more baby oil anyway. Sorry, Vince. I was on a call. I gotta go get the baby oil. I promise I'll make it before they close. All right. Well, see you guys, and remember, Johnny Ace, Hall of Fame.
Oh God. So SummerSlam's this weekend. Thanks, Johnny Ace. We got to make some.
I got to figure out how to close that patch on these Zoom calls too, man. I don't know. It's always when I call in, to do the pod. When I call in, for some reason Johnny Ace always figures out a way to get in here. I don't know, man.
We got to figure that out.
Yeah, he might be internet browsing right at this time.
Probably.
I didn't even know Sears still had a catalog.
So, we got 9 matches. Updated standings. I'm at 68. Parrot 59. Peapod and Bear 57. Dub 54. Cody 53. So, I'm gonna go down the line here. Give me a minute because I gotta put Parrot's picks in because he's got a thing that he does here. He's got his whole thing that he does.
You fucked that up.
Left.
Huh?
You missed McAfee and Corbin.
Oh shit! You're right. I did mess that up. Right, Corbin.
Oh yeah, SummerSlam's by the way.
Left.
SummerSlam this Saturday.
Bobby.
Saturday, by the way,
Right.
folks.
Street Profits. Left. Live. Right. Rollins. Thank you.
Oh,
Left.
yeah, after
Bianca.
that,
Right. Miz.
that awesome
left.
ROH pay-per-view that nobody's talking about. So yeah, they had a go home show for Raw for SummerSlam, which was last night, right? Yeah, yeah. All right. I was just checking. SummerSlam. Remember all the great things that happened at SummerSlam? Bret Hart winning the WWF title for the 5th time. The Boiler Room Brawl. The second ladder match between Shawn and Razor.
Stone Cold getting run over by a car.
Yeah, Stone Cold getting his neck broken.
And
or was
then
that Survivor Series?
Stone Cold getting his neck broken?
Series.
Getting
run over by the car.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
Getting his neck broken.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels return post-retirement.
when was
let's
that?
see, what else? That was his first match. That was at SummerSlam. His first
Shawn
match
came
back.
back? Oh,
Yeah,
two?
was it 02? So do we want to?
That was Rock Brock.
So do we
Yeah,
want to?
Rock Brock.
we got some options for the next episode to watch along. We can do Brett and Davey from 92, 30 years, or we can do Shawn Michaels' return, 20 years, whatever you guys want to do. We'll get to that next episode. So tune in on Sunday's show and you'll see what we're doing. But all right, let's get into these picks because we got to get into NASCAR and some other shit. So Dub, we'll start with you. We're going to start at the bottom. Raw last night that highlighted the 20-year anniversary of Rey Mysterio on Raw. And he won, then got the shit kicked out of him by Judgment Day. And it was the funniest damn thing I've ever seen when Finn Balor just dragged his ass around and said, basically, fuck your anniversary. It's my birthday. Like, I had to look. I'm like, well, damn, it is his birthday. So Finn Balor, 41 years old.
40. I saw 42, but still.
Or 42, 41, still.
I mean, if you're Rey Mysterio, would you really want to celebrate 20 years and be in WWE? I mean, look at the shit he's been through in 20 years. And he was one of the worst booked world champions of all time.
Well, I think Vince just did that a favor because Eddie passed away.
Yeah, Vince never wanted him to be champion.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So they booked him like shit.
That was just a favor to the Guerrero family.
Yeah. And then, you had to do a whole storyline that said Eddie Guerrero banged your wife and you were fighting for custody of a son, of a little boy that may or may not be yours. And now, later on in life, maybe he ain't. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Well, don't forget being strapped to a stretcher and thrown against the pole by the Big Show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not once but twice. I think Brock Lesnar did it to him, too.
I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. And then, Seth Rollins pokes your eye out. Let's see. You had Randy Orton tell you that your best friend was in hell. Your dead best friend. That you was out here riding for. That you did a whole P. Diddy. You was out here acting like P. Diddy, riding the coattails of a dead Notorious B.I.G. for clout. We're not gonna forget that. Let's see. Your son showing up and wrestling like Eric Watts.
Oh boy.
I mean, hell, who knows whose son Dominic is? Because he damn sure don't wrestle like a Guerrero.
Well, we can't say. So, Buddy Matthews, real quick, while we're speaking of that, because
he could be my son too.
God,
I had a run in with Eddie and Ray back in the WCW days.
Oh Christ! So Buddy Matthews made a comment because Mysterio's daughter, I don't know her name, and Rhea Ripley, one's his actual girlfriend, one former on-screen girlfriend. He said
he's banging Rhea Ripley right now.
Yeah, he's with Rhea Ripley, and his on-screen was Mysterio daughter.
Yeah.
And so he said, "I'll let them fight for my custody in a ladder match."
Goddamn right.
Nice.
He might as well. He ain't doing nothing in AEW.
Nope.
Hell, he might as well come back WWE too.
Yep. So anyway, we got to make these picks. First match, Dub, Mysterios versus Judgment Day. No DQ tag team match.
Bottom up. Okay. Judgment Day. Dominic's going to turn on
Bear.
Judgment Day.
Mysterios for Jake. Judgment Day for me. Cody.
Yeah, man. Judgment Day. Just cause my boo is back.
All right. Back to you, Rhea.
Rhea?
She ain't yours. Get the fuck out.
That's my boo.
That's mine.
Well, you guys can fight over because remember, Cody, your boo is Bailey. So
no, that's my bae.
That's my bae.
That's why she's bae.
Well, I guess my boo is Mandy and my bae is Alexa. So, and my OG is Maurice.
That's right.
She's about to leave her husband for Logan after this match.
Oh God, that'd be great. All right, Cody, back to you. Logan Paul versus The Miz.
Oh my God. Can we? Do I have to?
Yes,
Uh,
make it quick.
all right. It'll be The Miz. See, when Triple H take over, we ain't gonna have none of that nonsense. I can't wait. That's what'll be gone. That's what'll be missing. Dumb stuff like this.
That one entertainment match.
Won't be no more of that. It's gonna be all wrestling.
All right, I'm gonna take Logan Paul.
Yeah, I am as well.
Oh, Vince did write last Monday's episode of Raw too. Last night, he wrote that on a Thursday.
They changed
The
it.
the one they didn't change. His last one.
All right, Dub.
Yeah, I'll take Pauly Shore.
Bianca and Becky. Dub.
Bianca.
Bear.
Yeah, there ain't no way they're letting her lose this title this fast again.
I'm also Bianca.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my beautiful baby boo, Bianca.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, back to you, Cody. Riddle or your other baby boo, Seth freaking Rollins.
And you know what? I don't know. This is their second match though, right? Oh man. You know, I'm gonna go Seth Rollins. Well, shit, I don't know, because we thought like Seth Rollins and Cody would have had like a back and forth, but I think Cody beat him all 3 times, didn't he?
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go Seth Rollins. That's my dude, man. I rocks with Seth Rollins, man. My fellow Iowan.
Yeah, I don't think he can lose that many pay-per-views in a row.
Right.
Maybe this is where Randy comes back, turns on I'm taking Seth too, turns on Riddle. Who knows?
I'm going Riddle. They're going to keep pushing him up there.
Dub?
Oh, Seth Rollins.
All right. Rollins. All right. Liv Morgan, the champ, against Ronda.
Liv Morgan.
Fair.
Yeah, Liv Morgan. It's gonna be goofy though. It's not gonna be legit.
Yeah, I don't. Man. I mean, I feel like they need to let her run with it, but why is Ronda coming back for another match if she's not going to stay for the long haul? I thought she was leaving.
No, she ain't leaving. That's what I was saying. She's going to make that heel turn. It's going to happen here.
Or someone's going to come out and interfere.
Saying it's gonna be something goofy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Liv. Yeah. Well, it's not on the cards, so.
Liv. Cody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Liv because my bruiser, she got stuff to do on the farm, and I ain't, she got some milking to do, and I ain't talking about them cows. So she counting down the days of that contract, Jack. I don't think she has it in her to be a heel, to be honest. Like, I don't know if she can handle people booing her.
She was like a heel.
Booing her forever.
So she was a heel ever since she lost the title in UFC.
Mm-hmm. All right. Usos against the Street Profits. Jeff Jarrett is the special guest referee. Cody?
I'm gonna go Usos.
Yeah, I'm going Usos too. He's got to play that heat because he's got to have that heat for Sunday.
Yeah.
Jarrett, that is.
These are two different entities.
They'll still play it that way.
Nah, Street Profits have to win. The Usos can't hold these dumb fucking titles forever. I will pick against the Usos until they fucking lose. I will go 1 of 16.
But they're going to lose sometime.
I did it with Liv, so I finally got my dub. I'm going with Street Profits.
So Alundra Blaze is left with the title. I don't get it. I don't know. I got to catch that up later. All right.
She's going to go throw it in the trash.
Dub.
Yeah.
Same. I think the Roman Empire is collapsing. Little hint for later.
They're going to turn on Roman eventually. Roman's going to go face. You saw it tweening yesterday. All right, Bobby and Theory.
Bobby. Theory's got bigger plans.
Yeah, Bobby.
Bobby for me.
Bobby.
Oh, right on
Bobby
USA
on
right
Bobby.
after. Billy Madison.
Nice.
I mean, they might as well continue to book the Money at the Bank winner like a dork.
All right. Pat
They'll get beat
McAfee.
up every time it come out.
Happy Corbin. Cody.
Man. Well, I'm gonna go Pat McAfee. Just because he was cool enough to walk around with a neck brace on for the last 3 weeks.
That right there is keeping it kayfabe, baby.
Yeah.
Give me Pat
That's
Mac
what
as
we're
well.
gonna get. That's the stuff you're gonna get when Triple H take over. Creative.
This is a tough one because technically, didn't he lose the WrestleMania match?
Yes. To Vince.
McAfee.
He lost it, right? He looked good.
Yeah.
This is my thing is like I feel like he's gonna win because I think they want to keep it going, but I keep getting the sense that he's not a wrestler, man. He just wants to put these guys over. I think there's gonna be more with Corbin. So as much as I want to pick McAfee and this is a total coin flip, I think I'm gonna go Corbin here.
Dub.
I'll go McAfee.
All right, back to you, Dub. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Heyman turns on Roman again.
I don't think Heyman's gonna turn on Roman, but there's just so much against Brock. Everyone's gonna pick against him, so I gotta pick him. I think he's gonna stay. He's gonna get a title. Roman, something's gonna happen. Theory's gonna come out and fake it or some shit like that. But yeah, I think Roman's gonna lose his title reign.
Yeah, because they're going to cost Theory his win. And this is the last man standing match. So I agree with you. Something's going to happen. Brock's going to win and stop Roman's streak at 699 days.
Being a last man standing match too kind of makes me believe Theory may cash in, because both guys will be beat, but I don't know.
Cody?
Man. I mean, who do you really put the title on? Do you put it on the guy who's probably getting ready to leave to go hunting? Because I think bow season is coming up. Or leave it on the guy that said he don't want to work a long schedule. And then, who does Austin Theory really pin? Theory, to come off as a legit, champion.
I don't think it matters. Either one.
I don't know, man. It's not, I don't know. Granted, Theory is a heel per se. So, him winning the title like that way is kind of how heels are supposed to win titles. Oh boy. But who's gonna be able to talk Brock Lesnar into coming back now? I don't think they're gonna be
Brock beats Roman, gets the title, gives it to Theory right then. Sets up Roman and Theory later.
Yeah, I guess that'd be
Brock's
the only
gone.
thing I can think of. Yeah.
Did you try the seasoning yet, by the way?
Not yet. I'm gonna try it probably Thursday or Friday. Dude, I've been getting home too late from doing this damn inventory.
Nice.
Um
I still got
yeah,
Bears. I got
to
to get
cook.
Bear his seasoning yet.
All right. But yeah,
Brock
I'm gonna get
Lesnar
some
blend.
steaks. Well,
It's good. I got some
I'm gonna
pork
get
chops I
some
could use them on.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get some Brock Lesnar black eye ribeye seasoned with the Brock blend.
There we go. All right, who do you want?
But yeah, you know what, man? Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tribal Chief. I'm sorry, my chief. I just can't see you going out like that.
Well, we'll get the old Peapods picks in, and we'll keep this thing updated. We got some time here. All right,
Maybe they'll have Brock Lesnar put Roman under like a forklift or something so he can't get up. You know.
It's gonna be something silly. But also, just FYI, I will not be able to watch Saturday night. So if you guys could not throw spoilers in the group text, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, same, because I will not be able to watch it either.
Sorry. I would love to chat about it, but if you do decide to do it, at least warn it and say spoiler
alert.
Yeah, I won't be watching either. So
I'll have to wait till Sunday.
Forgot it's
little Saturday night slamming going on. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a SummerSlam one way or another around here, Jake.
Are you drunk at work?
No, I'm home tonight.
Oh, okay.
And my sleep schedule is all messed up.
Well, here we go. We got to keep this thing going. We're already at 10:12 and we still got a whole nother episode to go. Let's go back into sports. We started with wrestling first. We got to talk about golf. What happened last week, Bear?
Yeah, 3M Open with all the rain and all the bullshit. Tony Finau ended up winning because Scott Piercy shot a 76 after leading all weekend and absolutely choked. He ended up losing by 4 to Tony Finau. So Finau gets his second win of the year, jumps up. Sung J M and Emiliano Grillo was at 14 under in second place. Gray had Sung Jae with the second. Bout wraps up his golf title. He's not totally done yet, but after this week he may. I had Adam Hadwin with a 38. Dub had Maverick McNeely with a 49. Parrott took Salif Thigala, who missed the cut. Cody didn't pick, so we gave him Husky Harry Higgs, who also missed the cut. Sorry, Cody.
That's bomb.
And that leaves us with one more week until the FedEx Cup playoffs, which will be the top 125 people. So this week they're in Detroit, the Detroit Golf Club, the Rocket Mortgage Classic. So you got a lot of players up there this week. Guys below the 125 player cut line to keep an eye on. Jason Day sitting at 127, Ricky Fowler's 132, and Gray's pick for the Wyndham Championship, Webb Simpson sitting at 125. So he's right on the bubble. And we'll see how it goes there. I don't know what they're going to do. I haven't heard. I don't know what they're going to do with the LIV guys. Like Pat Perez is sitting at 121 above the cut line. You got Brooks Koepka at 102 above the cut line. So you got guys, obviously Dustin Johnson, those sort of guys are going to be up there. So I don't know if they are disqualified. I don't know if they're just going to keep them there, if they're going to move some guys up. I don't know what's going to happen. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But, I mean, you got guys that need to play in, and Ricky Fowler's playing this week. You got Jason Day playing this week. So you got some big names who kind of need to finish top 20 to get themselves into the St. Jude Championship here. You got to remember, a win gets you about 500 FedEx Cup points, anywhere between, like 16th to 31st gets you anywhere from 46 to 22 points. And right now, Jason Day is 7 points back of the cut line. Ricky Fowler is 19. So
where's old Webby?
Webb is right on it. He's at 125. Need to be top 125 to get into the St. Jude. I think he's playing this week. I'm not sure. But again, there's also a handful of guys who went to the LIV who were in this. So I don't know what they're going to do with them. I don't,
Well, the good thing is I've got Webb next week, and he's still playing at the Wyndham.
For right now.
Well, he doesn't have to make a cut, right? Said this doesn't start till St. Jude.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's multiple guys who can jump. He's literally at 125.
No, I'm saying, but when does the cut line start? At the St. Jude?
No, he has to be top 125 to make the St. Jude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but he's playing next week at the Wyndham then, because he's got to.
No, still no, because if he doesn't play or misses the cut this week and he's got guys who jump him, he will be obviously out of 125. Now, like you said, the only thing I don't know are the LIV. If they pull the LIV guys out, I think Webb will safely be in there because there's going to be like at least 10 guys. I just haven't seen anything, so I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't even know if the PGA has said anything.
So is next week when it starts the top 125 then?
Correct.
Got it.
Got it. Correct. So yeah, we'll see.
Correct.
So we will see what they end up doing with that. Again, I don't know, so I'm not going to spit anything out and say they will. But anyways, yeah, Rocket Mortgage Classic in Detroit at the Detroit Golf Club. Beautiful golf course. If you guys have never been there, make it out one of these times at this tournament. Again, Gray has a massive lead. What did we say? 220
261.
points over me. 261 over me. So yeah, gotta really get lucky or he's going to be throwing another title on the old mantle. But he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks in a row without missing the cut. So,
same as Dub, by the way. Same as Dub.
Yeah, and Dub still hasn't even caught me yet. So impressive streak to that's pretty clutch there to get where you need to get to. My win streak came to an end last week. Damn, Adam Hadwin couldn't pull it out. But at Detroit Golf Club this week, you are going with
Cam Davis,
last year's winner. And I am going with Max Homa this week. He's sitting at 11. And if he got an extra 500 points, he would be in big time striking range. It would put him in the top 6, if not top 5, for the FedEx Cup, which again, I think is $15 million for the winner, which right now leading is Scotty Scheffler. He has a 1,221 point lead over Cam Smith. Sam Burns is 3rd, Xander is 4th, Rory is 5th, Cantlay is 6th, Justin Thomas is 7th, Decky is 8th, Will Zalatoris is 9, and Matt Fitzpatrick is 10. So yeah, it'll be a good run here in the playoffs, and we'll see what ends up happening. It's going to get crazy after the season's over because you'll get more guys jumping to LIV once they get this FedEx Cup money. And the first guy will probably be Hideki Matsuyama, who already allegedly has a rumored $400 million deal to join with them after the PGA season. Yep.
Damn.
Try to pull that Japanese market.
Yeah, Asian market. 100%. Yep. That's what the rumor is. Nothing obviously is out there, but I've seen a lot of sources say that. So we'll see how true it is or it's just hearsay going around.
Wow. Dub, you're next. Who you got?
I'm going to actually scroll for a second. I want to make sure I didn't take him on it. Yeah, I'm going to go Cam Davis as well.
God, well, hopefully we keep our streak alive.
Yeah.
Like Dub is the streak killer. I love it. He's the Brock Lesnar of this.
Have I taken Patrick Cantlay yet?
I feel like I've heard you say his name this year, but I could be wrong.
I don't know if
I am wrong.
not.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have it?
Nope.
All right, I'll go with him. I was kind of hoping I did. I'd have went with my backup pick.
All right. On to NASCAR. Bear.
Yeah, so Pocono was a solid race, really good race. It was fun. Denny Hamlin won the race. Kyle Busch finished 2nd, and Chase was 3rd. But unfortunately for Denny and Kyle and those Joe Gibbs motors or whatever the hell happened, they both got disqualified and both went all the way to the back.
Rear of the car.
Chase Elliott technically won Pocono. And pretty classy of him to say he didn't even want the win. He's not celebrating the win. On to next week. Good for him. Hamlin made a little video about the trophy and some some crusty champagne, which I thought was kind of funny. And I'm not a Denny Hamlin guy, and it made me laugh. So I thought it was pretty good.
Well, he did send that picture too of his daughter who had the flag, which was cool.
Yeah.
You know, she got the checkered flag, got her in the car, climbed through the window. It was really sentimental, and then they took the win away. He said, "Good luck taking that from her."
Yeah, that was good. And again, sucks for. I shouldn't say it sucks for them, but it is what it is. It's not like they're the one doing these cars. It's the engineers and everything. They're just driving it. So whatever it is, NASCAR buckled down on these guys. So yeah, we'll see. Michael McDowell also just got hit today as well for 100 points and an illegal modification on his car. So now he's definitely got a win to get in. He was kind of close to the bubble line. But yeah, last week we had Bubba. Well, sorry. Let me start with Parrott. Parrott had Christopher Bell, who got him a 4, technically a 6, but we moved up 2 spots because of Hamlin and, as Dub would say, Douche McDoucherson. I got an 8th out of Bubba. Gray got an 11 out of Bowman. Dub got a 29 out of Busher. He wrecked early on. And Cody got a 34 out of Josh Balicki because he didn't pick again. So he's gotten a BJ and a Balicki the last 2 weeks.
And you moved up 2 spots. Congratulations.
All right.
I'm here for two.
I was gonna put Balicki on waivers, but he moved me up 2 spots, so he was all right.
Yep. And
Still on the bubble.
so real quick to go back to what you said about McDowell, 100 owner points, 100 driver points, 10 NASCAR playoff points, and crew chief has been fined $100K and suspended for the next 4 races.
Mm-hmm. Wow, man. They're cracking down on this shit. They're cracking down on it hard.
Any penalty on Hamlin or Kyle?
I didn't see what it was, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Obviously, that would have been Denny's 3rd win, so they took his win away. But I don't know about the points. Now, your playoff standings, and this is playoff, not the actual points ranking. The playoff standings right now, you have Chase 1st, Chastain 2nd, Logano 3rd, Byron 4th, Larson 5th, Blaney 6th. Does not have a win, but with his points, he's 6th, 3rd in points overall. You have Truex at 7th. He's 5th in points overall, no win. You got Denny Hamlin in 8th, Christopher Bell in 9th, Kyle Busch in 10th, Tyler Reddick in 11th, Kurt Busch in 12th, Daniel Suarez in 13th, Chase Briscoe 14, Alex Bowman 15, and Austin Cindric at 16. So those are your top 16 right now, guys that would make it. That does include everyone who's won. So that's where we're at. You have Harvick on the outside looking in, 83 points back. So he's pretty much, he's got to race rather well or get himself a win. But we know that it could get rather crazy here in the next 5 weeks. So we got 5 weeks to figure all this out, starting the Verizon 200 at the Brickyard road course this week. Here we go.
All right, so I had this guy already in here. I'm going to take it. Now he definitely needs a win. Races well at road courses. Give me Michael McDowell.
I also have a guy who is a decent road course racer. That would be Austin Cindric. Did well in Xfinity and finished top 10 here last year in the first time they raced. So hopefully he can repeat that. While last year, Michael McDowell ended up on his hood in this race. Let's hope he repeats that.
All right. I think it's Dub. Well, you guys are tied.
Nice.
So either one of you can go.
Oh. Well, scroll up for me for a second. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I did take him. Oh, all right. I'll go. Give me LaJoy. I'm running out of guys, so
Weak. Cody?
Mm.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with where is it at this week?
Brickyard, road course.
Indy, you're home away from home.
Yeah. Rowdy Burns. still driving, right?
This is the same man who somehow got back-to-back wins earlier in the year, by the way.
Roddy Burns is Cole Trickle's driving for him now.
Oh, damn it. All right, let me see. I did go back-to-back this year, huh? That's how you do it, folks. Let's see. Scroll on. What was that dude's name? Was it Russ? Something? Russ
Wheeler.
Russ Wheeler. There we go. The rookie. Give me Ryan Blaney. I don't think I've taken him yet. Have I?
Yeah, you did.
You did 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago.
Hey. So you should just let me take Russ Wheeler. I don't know. I gotta try to look and see.
You should give him the F1. Give him the F1 guy.
What's his name?
Hold on a second. I gotta find it.
The F1 guy.
It's a fucked up name too.
Yeah, the Formula guy.
You
could take Allmendinger.
Have I taken Alex Bowman this year?
Doesn't look like it. Nope.
All right, Alex Bowman.
I was gonna say this guy's name is
Loris Heisemans?
Daniil Kvyat.
Oh. What?
His name is DANIIL KVYAT.
I thought you were talking about Loris.
Oh, Daniel Kite. Oh, Danny Kit. That's the boy. That's my homie, man. Danny K.
So you're taking it?
No, hell no. I'm taking Alex Bowman.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if I had taken him before. Since you won't let me.
All right. So is he driving on the same team as Heisemans?
Bowman?
No.
Team Heisenberg.
Yep. Same team.
Yeah, he's going to be car 26.
Yep.
Team Heisenberg. Sound like my chiropractor.
God damn, Cody.
Glad I don't go to him no more. Obviously, I was overpaying.
All right.
To feel the damn NASCAR team.
So Chris Carson retired, neck injuries. As you mentioned, Julio Jones signed with Tampa. Joe Burrow's getting an appendectomy this week. Not a good week.
I think that was about it. There wasn't too much surprising. Normal guys went on the PUP list. Nothing. Those were the three news pieces, and all that happened today.
Camps are
Yeah,
open.
and then don't forget another mobster died from mob movies. Paul Sorvino, dead.
Mm-hmm. We got UFC 277 this weekend as well. Will be the most boring card of the year. Don't waste your time. Which probably will be then one of the best cards of the year. Just FYI, it's always how that works. Pena and Nunes again. Nunes will get her belt back. Brandon Moreno and Kai Kara France for the interim UFC flyweight championship. That one should be decent. You got Derek, my balls are hot, Lewis, and Sergey Pavlovich. Alexandri Panyota against Alex Perez, and Anthony Smith versus Magomed Ankalaev. So that's your main card. Again, it'll be the one where there's not a lot of name power, but I'm sure it'll probably be the best card of the year just because I can't watch it. So that's how that works.
Yep. 100% accurate. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks to Wes Anderson, All Wear Clothing, Crown Quality Landscaping, Connell Barrett, DailyTransformation.com, and Sparty Steve. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Johnny, where's that damn Blue Chew at?
Oh, I got it right here, Vince. Hold on a second. How'd you figure I'd take some seconds after you did?
And I haven't taken Kyle Larson yet.